Don't knock the noggin. Doc met super stuntman Steve in the park one day. She also met Jacob, the boy Steve belonged to. Stand back, Jacob called. Jacob placed super stuntman Steve at the bottom of the slide. Steve zipped up the slide, flew across the platform, flipped through the air, and landed safely on the ground. The impact, though, sent Steve's helmet flying into the grass. Want to see one more trick? Jacob asked. Steve jumped over the sandpit, but this time, instead of landing upright, Steve spun out and couldn't stop spinning. "Ah, he can't be broken," Jacob cried. "He's my favourite toy." Doc let Jacob know how good she was at fixing toys. Then she took Steve to a Doc mobile to fix him up. "My stunts should knock your socks off," Steve said after Doc brought him to life. "But today, nothing's working." Doc listened to Steve's heartbeat and measured his height. She didn't find anything wrong, but she did notice that Steve kept shaking his head to get his thoughts straight. She opened the parcel on the back of Steve's head and saw that it had a computer chip in it. "It helps me do all my rad tricks, Steve stammered. "Steve, you have loose chip-itis," Doc told him. "Your chip is loose, and that's why you can't do your tricks the right way." Doc used her tweezers to tighten Steve's chip. "All of us need to take good care of our heads. That's why we wear helmets," Doc said. "So Steve, where's your helmet?" Steve always wore a helmet, so he just assumed it was on his head, and it wasn't. "If we don't find that helmet, I won't be able to do any more stunts," Steve cried. Stuffy, Lammy, Doc, and Steve spread out to look for a red helmet with yellow stripes. Lammy looked in the sandpit, Stuffy looked in the bushes. He didn't see the helmet, but he did carry it out on his tail. Steve put his helmet back on, hopped onto his motorcycle, and zoomed around the playground doing rad stunts. Nothing was ever going to come between Super Stuntman Steve's head and his helmet ever again.